హలో గాయ్స్, ఇప్పుడే ఫారెస్ట్కి వచ్చాము. చూడండి ఫ్రెండ్స్, ఇగో మా ఫ్రెండ్స్ కూడా నాతో పాటు వచ్చారు. ఇప్పుడే వెళ్తున్నాం ఫారెస్ట్ లోపలికి. చూడండి ఫ్రెండ్స్, ఇదే ఫారెస్ట్ పెద్దది. ఇదే ఫారెస్ట్ బోర్డు చూడండి, మొత్తం డాటా ఉంది దీంట్లో. చూడండి, ఇదే ఫ్రెండ్స్, ఇక్కడ నుంచి ఎంట్రీ పాయింట్. వెళ్తున్నాం ఫ్రెండ్స్. మా గైడ్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తాడట ఫారెస్ట్ గురించి.
Our village Mawphlang, especially to this forest we call sacred forest. So I'm going to brief you about some history and some rules about this forest that we are entering. So this forest here, this is what we call sacred forest, Pavitra Jungle in Hindi. Local language that we speak here, we call this place Laukantang. Laukantang means a forest which is like a temple for the people who are indigenous. So that means our ancestor back then, before 1950, they believe that this entire forest has been manifested by a spiritual being, a deity that they follow, known as Labasa or Lebasa. So before 1950, they used to perform animal sacrifices here inside the forest to the deity of the forest itself, seeking permission, help, strength, answers. Whatever they need, they have to seek from this deity for the people of the kingdom, for the kingdom itself. Example, when there is a problem like plague, pandemic, crisis, a war going on, or maybe harvesting problem. If these kind of things occur during that time, they have to perform this offering to the deity. But after 1950, they stop everything here inside the forest. They don't perform any kinds of offering anymore. So the last time that they performed here was in the 1950. After 1950, they shifted the offering from here to the village. The one that happens nowadays is on top of that hill. They perform it with a rooster, murga murgi, not the bull anymore. So one thing also is that this forest here is considered to be one of the oldest sacred forests of Meghalaya, which is around more than 800 years old. So this forest is very old and one of the oldest in Meghalaya. In Meghalaya we have more than 215 sacred forests which is like this. But only this one is open for tourists in the year 1996. Since 1996 to today, people are allowed to visit, but you need a guide to enter the forest. Without any guide, no one is allowed to enter because you have to follow rules inside. Means the rules are like this. Once we have entered the forest, you are not allowed to pluck anything, break anything, or take anything from the forest. If you go against these rules, something bad could happen. Because people, we villagers, we have seen incident. People getting sick, people having problems with health issue problems with the family and all. So that's why we also local villagers from here, we don't even pick a single dry leaf from the forest to take home. Only pictures you can click inside the forest as a memory. Even videography also is not allowed to be taken inside the forest. So this one that we are entering now, it's only for the half trek. This half trek also we have cover like the main parts of the forest, but it will take 30-40 minutes of time. I will be explaining about some plant tree species that we have inside the forest also. It's not that we take from the forest, we don't take anything from here, it's just for showing and explaining only. And that stone we see there, the standing one, the flat one, that is what we call monolith ritual stone, a stone where they perform rituals before they enter the forest back then. Standing stone represents the male, the flat one represents the female. So these stones has been erected for doing rituals like puja, seeking permission, answers like help before they enter the forest for the offering that they are doing, like blessings and all. So these stones very common also in Meghalaya, but each of them has a different name because they symbolize different things. And back then in Meghalaya also we don't have script. Instead of writing, we used to erect monoliths like this. So while coming back, you can click a picture there. For now, we are going to enter the forest, and then I'll explain you about the forest more inside.
సో మనోడు ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేసిన తర్వాత ఇప్పుడే అడవిలోకి ఎంటర్ అయ్యాం. లొకేషన్ తక్కువ
In Hindi. It's not like we take from this forest, we need anything we take from community forest, from different forests. So this tree is used for making medicine. Actually, like they make medicines for heart disease, diabetes, and for blood pressure from this tree. And the leaf of the tree has anti-inflammatory properties for HIV also. It doesn't cure HIV but maintains symptoms. And the flowering season of the tree is April and May. At that time you get flower which is red in color. It's called rhododendron flower or buraske phool. So with that flower, they make pickle juice, alcohol, wine, and jam in Himachal, Sikkim, Uttarakhand, and Nepal. But people of Meghalaya, they eat the flower raw only, because if you eat the flower, it helps you to maintain sugar and BP level. So that's why people from Meghalaya, they love eating the flower itself. And the flower of this tree is considered to be the state flower of Uttarakhand and Nagaland, and the national flower of Nepal. This one. Yeah. This is around 350 years. And this tree is known to be the oldest Rudraksh tree inside the forest. How many of you here are Hindu? Mostly everyone, right? So this is your Pavitra pear, the Rudraksh tree. So these Rudraksh tree very common in Meghalaya. But people of Meghalaya doesn't use Rudraksh at all, because here population wise like 74.6 population all Christian. Left population mixed community. So Rudraksh fruit we call sokalam. We eat the fruit here. We make achar, pickles. But the seeds, the Rudraksh, we just throw them away because we don't know how to use it. And these tree also never give you fruits every year. They always take gap, alternative gap. Depending on the gap they take, they will provide you different kinds of mukhi. The reason why the 1 mukhi, the 12 mukhi, 7 mukhi very rare is because if the tree takes a gap of 9, 10 years, you get 7 mukhi, 8 mukhi. A gap of 15, 20 years, you get 1 mukhi, 12 mukhi. So you have to wait very long time to get those mukhi. So this tree has not given any fruits this time. We have not kept any Rudraksh to show also. So we have some other trees right there ahead which have the Rudraksh. I will show you Rudraksh right there we have kept. But here you can pranam the tree, take blessings from this one. You can come till up here also. You're allowed to come and touch. Come with your shoes and all. Teen Mukhi Rudraksh. Do you know how to read the Mukhi? This is Char Mukhi. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. You take a look. You also take a look. So this Teen Mukhi represents Sri God, Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. You also take a look if you want. Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, health, wealth, safety. Charmukhi aligned with Ganesh means for work, education, business. If you are studying, you can keep. If you are working, you can keep. If you are doing business, you can keep. It helps you with your growth itself. Only if it has a natural hole, then you can keep a thread and wear it. Each time you see inside, there is a gap. That gap sits an almond, considered to be the heart of the Rudraksh. Each time you try to experiment it by yourself, you drill it, you wear it. It's like the heart of the Rudraksh will be broken. The energy will be lost. The skeleton will be there, the outside layer. It's like you are wearing it, but it won't work for you. Like energy won't be there anymore because it has been already damaged from the inside. So that's how you should use Rudraksha, by keeping it in your bag, purse, pocket, in the mandir, or sometimes if you want to wear, you have to wear it in a way where you don't damage the heart inside. You can tie a cloth around it with the red thread and wear. Also than 250 years. This is the pine tree of Meghalaya. It's called Khasi pine or Pinus cassia. This tree very common in Meghalaya, but in other states very rare to find. So this tree is very good for the respiratory system, for breathing. We make lots of medicine from the tree. Especially we collect the bark and we mix it with sometime honey with tea. When we have coughing problem, throat problem, we drink that one. It helps you to cure. Sometimes we collect the roots to extract oil, like the pine oil. With that pine oil, they make different kinds of medicine that can heal, like breathing, sometimes any kinds of breathing problems, lungs problems, or any kinds of issue you have in your body, you can use that one for. And these kind of oil doesn't have any kinds of expiry date also. At the same time, the leaf of this tree is used for making mattress here. We don't have coconut tree. Instead of using coconut tree, we collect the leaf in a large quantity. We make a mattress which is around 7-8 inch thick. But these kind of things are not available like commercially. Only local villages have these kind of things. They make it for themselves only, because they cannot commercialize, because it takes times to make mattress and all, or even the oil also tough to supply. So the mattress, if the size is small, like 6-7 months it takes to make one mattress. If it's big, more than 1 year it takes. So this kind of tree in Meghalaya is very common. Anywhere you go, you'll find this, and that's the reason why the air in Meghalaya is very clean and very pure, like because of these trees existing. So that's why most of the people here are healthy, like they have healthy breathing because of these trees being there.
ఫ్రెండ్స్ ఇప్పుడే బయటికి వచ్చేసాం చూడండి, ఇప్పుడే వచ్చేసాం.
మొత్తం మన గైడ్ అయితే మనకు